What's going on, guys? My name is ShadowGhoul131 and we're back. We're getting ready for week 8 in the NPL. Your Detroit Red Gyarados are getting ready to take on the Philly Aerodactyls, and I could not be more excited. We are 6-1, of course, 6-0 in our last 6. So we're hoping to continue that win streak. You know, we're kind of just pushing everybody over. The Philly Aerodactyls have been challenging for us so far. Their last battle set up toxic spikes right away and whittled us down so quickly, so I've taken some steps to counter that. Sarah could not join me for the team builder, but she will be present for the battle, so don't worry about that, as always. But yeah, I'm pretty excited. It's a pretty similar team. I've changed and tweaked a few things to try and, you know, make things work a little bit better. But the main thing I'm worried about is the toxic spikes. That's going to be huge for us if we can get rid of those. So I'll get to that down there at the end. But let's start off with Reptar. Reptar was key to our victory last time. You know, he's our answer for Suicune. He somehow defeated Mega Sableye with a Leaf Storm, with not invested Leaf Storm, you know, not a crit or anything. He just did a monstrous 88% to a Mega Sableye and destroyed it with a Suicune. Or, I'm sorry, with a Leaf Storm. And then, of course, Suicune, it's like the one thing we have for Suicune that's really useful. We tried bringing Ron last time, and he wasn't super useful, but he wasn't not useful. I don't even know if he actually played. But, so we are sticking with Reptar this time. He's holding leftover still, Leaf Storm, Dragon Pulse, Earthquake, and Energy Ball. I added Energy Ball there. We had, I think, Focus Energy, if I remember. Focus Blast is what it was. Which is a pretty powerful move, but low accuracy. I'd rather take the pretty much guaranteed damage plus its stab plus its special attack, so I thought that was a better choice. And then we've got 252 plus into speed, 252 into attack, special attack, sorry, and 4 into defense with a timid nature. I went through, you guys, and I wrote down his speed. The Philly Aerodactyls speed. Their fastest member is Raikou at base 115, and Entei is base 100, and Uxie or however, Uxie I think is base 95. So those are the 3 fastest members. Everyone else is under 70, and we have a really fast team. Let's see who is our slowest. Humphrey, obviously. Yeah, Humphrey is our slowest with base 20. Everyone else, even Ginger and Petunia, outspeed most of his team, which is really useful. Really useful, but it does make me leery of a Trick Room set. I don't know if he has anyone where that would be practical on his team, but it's something to keep an eye out for. If that were to happen, it lets Humphrey come in and outspeed everyone on his team except Mega Sableye, and just really, because I mean, he's so powerful, you guys, so I'm not too worried about that, but it is something we have to look out for. So of course, next up is Drogon, our Garchomp. He's probably been the MVP this season, whether it's just with setting up Stealth Rocks. He does powerful Earthquakes as well. He's super useful. He's all around. I know Sarah loves him as well. He's probably in the running for MVP for sure. So he's still got that Rocky Helmet Rough Skin combo, which deals like the 25 or 30% damage from physical moves that he takes, and he knows Dragon Tail, which we have not really made use of, just because Earthquake is stab, you know, it does a ton, it knocks out a lot. Dragon Tail's useful though because it does force the switch, so we do have that option. Stealth Rocks, of course, probably going to lead that, not guaranteed. We always, of course, wait to see who he ends up bringing, but if he does, he had Focus Sash Dragalge, because the Earthquake killed that Dragalge, saved the Focus Sash, so there's not really much there we can do. I did change his nature to Adamant to boost his attack a little bit more, because that's why I calculated the speed to see if he had a speed tie with anything, but he even base outspeeds an Entei. So the only thing faster is Raikou, who he's brought in both of our matches so far, but I mean, he's just not really a big threat to us. Next up is Ginger, our Melodic, of course, the beautiful Ginger, holding the leftovers. She's got that Marvel scale, which raises her defense if she takes a status, which is pretty useful. She knows Scald, Recover, Ice Beam, and then I threw Toxic on her this week, so I figured it might be nice to fight Poison with Poison should he go the Toxic Spikes route. So I thought that it might be nice to have that option. And then she's got the same EV spread. I did change her nature to bold instead of whatever it was before, I can't remember. But she's got 248 HP, 252 plus into defense, and 8 into special defense. Followed closely by Petunia. Of course, she's been another favorite. She actually, I think we've brought her literally almost every week, and when we drafted her, I was like, you know, we might not use her, I don't know about her, but she's been super awesome for us. As you guys know, she's been really key to our win streak, I would say. I think that's a fair statement. So she's holding the leftovers to get that recovery. She's got Aromatherapy to clear any poison as well. Moonblast is her powerful stab move, of course. I put Giga Drain on there because she can't learn Recover, which is a huge bummer. I wanted to put Recover on her because we went to do that last battle and we didn't have it on her, but I thought she could get it. But she can't, so I put Giga Drain on there. That way she has something that can kind of recover her health a little bit if she gets into a sticky situation. And then Psychic as well, just because it's super powerful, and he does have a couple Pokemon weak to Psychic, so that is that. Her EVs are the same, 252 plus into Spadef, 4 into special attack, 252 into HP. And then, of course, we have Humphrey. Humphrey, I think, pretty much only gets to play against the Philly Aerodactyls, and it's just because of the ground weakness that Nick's team has. Raikou, Entei, Rhyperior, Dragalge, Klefki, all weak to ground. So Humphrey's super useful, and of course Fire's useful as well. It can't hurt, obviously. We have 2 fire types a lot of the time if we bring Humphrey, because we have so many other powerful fire types that cover different areas. So we've got the 252 plus into, I just cannot get over his monstrous base 145 special attack, 252 plus into there, 248 into HP, 8 into special defense. He of course has the Sheer Force after Mega Evolving, which attacks with secondary power, so like 10% chance to burn. It boosts their power 1.5 times. Cancels out the effects, so you can't get a burn, you can't raise the stats, you can't lower, you know, but it raises their power even more, so which is just insane. He's already so powerful, and I mean, even with base 145, Ancient Power's base power of 60, but it's higher than that with the Sheer Force, and then it's just it just hits really hard anyway because of his special attack. So Humphrey is low-key one of my favorite members. I wish the team comps worked out to where we could play him more often, but and of course we drafted him. We kind of threw away our Mega to get Mew and a couple other tier 1 Pokemon, or tier 2, or however it worked out to be. But he's been a good Mega, so I'm happy with that choice for sure. Finally, Frank is the new addition this week. Charizard, of course, he's been a monster for us as well. All of our team has been really good, you guys. I don't think there's anyone on our team. Obviously, we're 6-1, but I don't think there's anyone on our team that's really like let us down, you know. If I had to pick one, it would honestly be Mew. Mew, and not in the sense that he's let us down in the battles or anything, but we don't really have a use for him. I drafted him. I wanted to draft him, made sure that we picked him first pick because of how useful he can be, how versatile. He won, well, he didn't win me, but he was the reason I hung in there in season 1, and I fell in love with him, how versatile it can be. He can be a support Pokemon, he can be a physical Pokemon, he can be a special Pokemon, he can be anything you need him to be. You know, he can be a Stealth Rock Setter, he can be a Defogger. That alone is still, I think, worth drafting him. But he never gets to play because there's other people that can do his job for him, that can do other jobs as well. So Mew's been riding the bench for a while, but I'm okay with that because our team is just really good, and it's okay to have superstars on the bench sometimes, right? So anyway, Frank's holding the expert belt again to bluff the choice specs there. Makes it look like, because he's going to be doing more powerful attacks with the 1.2 times boost, but we can switch out there and do things like a defog and an not air slash, but defog, namely. And that is the main reason we brought Charizard, because I didn't want to bring Mew just to defog. I wanted something else. Charizard fills that role. He is another fire type. He's got the flying type, which is useful. Hits a few things on Nick's team pretty good. And so the defog there is going to be super useful, so we can clear toxic spikes. The one thing that stinks is it removes our stealth rocks as well. So hopefully we have a situation where Drogon can set up the stealth rocks, Charizard can come in and take the poison, get off the defog, and then maybe we can even go back right out to Drogon and reset up our stealth rocks. I hope that's something that's doable. I wonder, does Charizard get stealth rocks actually? Probably not. Stealth rocks. Let's see. Let's just see real quick. No, he doesn't. Okay. That's fine. That's fine. So of course we've still got the hidden power grass on there to counter Suicune when he comes in if we feel like it. I think we do outspeed Suicune. So hidden power grass, I don't know if it does enough to kill, but it very well might. Suicune's so bulky, so Suicune is going to be one of our biggest threats for sure. Hopefully Reptar can handle it. I'm sure we see the Suicune. I'm trying to think. I think he might change things up again this week. We might see Kricketune here for some reason, I'm thinking. Can't see him bringing Rhyperior because of how many weaknesses he has that we cover. Maybe Entei will come back. I don't think we saw him last time, but we saw him the first time. The legendary dogs plus Mega Sableye is a really impressive core, so I'm hoping that we can just manage to push through and defeat it. But I'm excited for the battle. If you guys are excited for the battle, it's sure to be a good one, because our streak is on the line. You know, all of this is on the line. Nick has had 2 really close matches with us that we've both won somehow. We've won both of them somehow right there at the end. So I'm sure he's going to be coming for us. I'm excited. It's going to be fun. But if you guys are hyped, please hit the like button for us. Let us know down in the comments what you think of the team comp. This is of course your one shot to see Humphrey, so if you're a big Humphrey fan, let us know down in the comments. And of course subscribe so you make sure you don't miss the battle, which will be going up tomorrow sometime. Alrighty, that's gonna do it for me though. Thank you guys so much for watching, and I will see you in the next video.